What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to Diesel Creek. If this is your first time joining us, my name's Matt. Today, we're back at the abandoned church, and for what feels like an eternity, I bet you guys all thought I had just re-abandoned the abandoned church. No siree, Bob. Maybe you've taken a trip to your local lumber store in the past, maybe year and had a gander at the old lumber prices. Pretty out of sight. So that makes a project like ours prohibitively expensive, especially when you're trying to finance the whole thing out of pocket. So we have just been holding off because it does not cost us hardly anything to let this building sit here. The taxes are minimal. Now, the big change since the last time you guys saw it in here, maybe you've noticed, the church pews, they're all gone except that one, which is spoken for, so don't even ask. That's right. Over the course of the winter, I sold off every single church pew, even the couple crappy ones that were down in the basement that I'd never assumed we'd get $1 for. I was able to sell all those off, and there's so much more room for activities in here now. Unfortunately, what that means is we're left with a lot of garbage. So I got us a 30-yard dumpster over there, and today we're going to take care of this massive pile of scrap lumber that's been piling up since we bought the place. And I just didn't want to get a dumpster in here until I could fully load the whole thing. So we got this pile to load out, and then whatever space we have left, we're going to start firing stuff out the windows and fill that sucker up. You guys got allergies? Drop a comment down below and tell me if this year's allergy season has been terrible for you, because this has been the worst allergy season that I can remember. I have been so congested for like 2 months now. It's driving me crazy. Medicine doesn't do nothing. If you got some sort of miracle cure-all for allergies, drop that down below too. I could sure use it. Let's go ahead and take care of the fun part first. We'll get the old PC-75 fired up, greased up, and fueled up, and we'll go ahead and knock out that big pile. Looks far sight better, I'd say. Pretty much the day we bought this building, we started piling debris here and figuring, oh, we'll get a dumpster soon. And soon turned into like a year and a half. So yeah, we got it picked up as best as we're gonna for right now. I mean, you could sit and pick up little shards of glass around this place for an eternity. Darn near every window was busted out of the place before we got it, so all that glass is laying around here before we ever got here. So it's just a mess. We picked it up pretty good. Go ahead and see if the wife can dump this last bucket in the dumpster without spilling it everywhere. Yeah, that ought to be interesting.
Should have did a practice run before. What do I do?
Push that red lever down. Push it down. Push it down. You'll know when. There you go. All right. Your right hand will pick up the boom. Your left hand will pick up the stick towards you. Just slowly start moving things. I mean, really slow, and you'll start feeling what they do. Oh, think about it. That's your arm. You want to dump it into the dumpster without spilling anything.
But this.
They all move the machine. I don't even know to tell you. I just get in it and do it.
How do I swing it?
Left check, left foot. Shouldn't need to, but go ahead and push the pedals there right at your toe tips. No, back, up, no. Same pedal, it rocks back and forth. Yeah, push it. Both of them, same time. Nice and easy. Red lever up. So as you can see, we got plenty of room left in here to get out some of that garbage that's still in the building. So me and the wife are getting geared up now. I'm gonna head off into the depths and hopefully get this place cleaned up a bit. Yeah, see, proper precautions, people. Everybody yelled at us for dust, and we know we're properly equipped today. Here we are down in the basement now. We'll see how much we can fit in that dumpster. But we got a pretty big pile over here to go. We got a little pile there, a little pile here, and this wall that runs across here, it's actually a block wall. But they've got it studded and framed with wood paneling on it. And as you can see, there's just a touch of black mold on it. So I'd like to get that out of here while we have the dumpster. We'll see where we get.
How about that? Boy, that's a nice improvement. You can actually walk down here. This is the closest to clean it's been since we bought it. And it actually feels like there's some room down here now. Now we were gonna start ripping that facade off that wall, but change of plans, we're gonna go upstairs and get rid of some of the easier stuff first. That way we can just get this dumpster out of here. And yeah. Up here we've got raccoon infested love seat. That's going in the dumpster. Piles of raccoon infested clothing and garbage bags. That's going in the dumpster. Toilets. Right in the crapper. Matching his and her teal sinks. Dumpster. Actually, those are cast iron. Those are going in the scrap. All sorts of other odds and ends and junk and stuff that we just don't think we'll ever be able to sell. Our collection of 12,000 mismatched chairs. I'm sure a good number of these are going to wind up in the dumpster. So yeah, I think there's probably enough stuff in here to fill the dumpster. And then eventually, not today, but we're gonna strip off this whole ceiling. This whole pulpit area where I'm standing is all gonna be ripped out. And this wall, all gone. None of this is load bearing. So this floor here continues all the way underneath all that where it steps up several feet. That whole wall is just for show. So none of that's doing anything. We're gonna rip all that out, take it all down to this grade of this floor, and we'll have one big wide open room. Well, let's come down to the nasty stuff now. This couch is disgusting. I don't want to touch it, but it's got to go. Yeah, you know, flip it over, knock all the raccoon crap off of it, put it on the side of the road with for sale sign on it, you know. Yeah, you might get $2 for it, huh? Would you guys just feast your eyes on this? Holy crap, this room is hardly recognizable. This has taken a long time to get to this point, and maybe I've let it take too long. In fact, I know I have, but it is what it is. It's a big project. It's not really something that I probably prioritize quite right, as so many of you let me know all the time. But we're getting somewhere finally, and I've been hearing the cost of lumber is dropping right now, so maybe before too long we're going to be getting a little more ambitious on this project. The reason that there is still so much crap in here is because I would like to try to sell some of this stuff. We're going to have one more yard sale before we just pitch everything that's left. A lot of people said in the comments, oh, you're wasting your time trying to sell any of that stuff. It's not worth anything. I think most of the good stuff is gone at this point. However, I'm sure we'll still make a couple bucks off of this. But the very first yard sale that we had down here, we kicked some butt in that yard sale. We had a ton of people in here, and we were actually able to make quite a bit of money back off this place, actually. And I'm talking like we put a dent in what we paid for it. Now, that's saying two things. That's saying we didn't pay a lot for this place, and it's also saying that we made a lot off a yard sale. So, I don't know. I'm happy, and I'm still not in any giant rush, so we have time. We're going to do one more sale, and anything that doesn't sell after that, it's going straight in the dumpster. Anyways, I know it probably doesn't seem like we made a whole lot of progress in this video, and it wasn't really intended to be a look what we've got done kind of video, mainly an update on this project, since so many of you are always asking me in the comments what's going on with the abandoned church. So now you see it. Not a whole lot, but there is slowly chipping away at stuff still, and hopefully as soon as the cost of lumber gets back down to somewhat of a reasonable level, we'll hit this thing pretty hard. So anyways, if you guys like the abandoned church project and you want to see more, make sure you let me know by hitting the old thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss anything whenever we do come back
full steam ahead on this project. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.